They confessionals. They confessionals. Jamal had books in his bag, dreams in his pen. Grew up with the crooks, but he ain't like the men. Mama cleaned floors, pops never came back. He found peace in pages, drifting off track while a block so deaf. He wrote life in lines, sketching out freedom in between the rhymes. But hunger got loud and the heat got closer. He made one move and it flipped the whole post. They write their truth on the wall, spray cans in pain. Every text a prayer when you standing in rain. Sidewalk scriptures written in pain, but we rise from the ash again and again. Keen ran the corners like chessboard kings, moving with caution, but blinded by rings. Gold chain heavy, but his conscience was light. Quick cash came fast, but the karma would bite. One op made a call, wrong turn, red beams. Now Keem lay still, caught between two dreams. He once had plans, spoke on opening a shop. Now he a mural on the wall where the sirens stop. They write their truth on the wall, spray cans in pain. Every text a prayer when you're standing in rain. Sidewalk scriptures written in pain, but we rise from the ash again and again. Maya kept to herself, hoodie low, shades dark. Only 17, but been through the whole arc. Brother got locked, mama slipped into silence. City lights flickered like a code for the violence. She wrote poems in her mind, bars never heard. Kept them safe in her soul like a caged up bird. Tired of running, she stood in the storm. Learned to build from the breaks, rise from the norm. Started speaking at the center, teaching young queens how to breathe through the chaos. Redefine dreams, she ain't need no throne, no chain, no stage. She wrote truth with her steps. Every block of page turned tears into lectures. Scars in the flames, now her name echo loud where they once knew shame. They write their truth on the walls, spray cans in pain. Every tag's a prayer when you're standing in rain. Sidewalk scriptures, carved out in flame. We survive, we evolve, we ain't never the same. We survive, we evolve, we ain't never the same. Yeah, we rise from the ash again and again. Tony grew up on the edge of the block where the payphones rang and the corners watched. Raised by a gram and a busted lock. Learned to count cash before he learned to talk. No role models, just fades and scars. Dreams dim quick like broken cars. But he had hands fast, brain sharp, a grip. Could flip 2 packs on a single trip.
Ain't no peace in the shadows, just echoes and flame. Where young kings fall, trying to build a name. From stairwells to sirens, we pray to survive. Caught in the wars, trying to stay alive.
Tony met Breeze at the dice spot late. Breeze was a vet with a mean rep and weight. Offered Tony a shot. Hold this heat, now he's in it too deep. With blood on his sneaks, did dirt for weeks. Move cash, no rest, gun on the waist. Guilt in the chest, mama saw the change. Prayed hard at night, but a street-made man only learns in a fight. It ain't always about rage. Sometimes it's silence that kills. They said Breeze got pinched, now Tony's name on the list. Feds hit the door, Tony dipped through the rear. Heart full of smoke, eyes clear with fear. Ran to his girls, stashed cash in the wall. Baby, I'm done, I can't dodge this call. She wept, let's leave, start fresh, new coast. But it's past like a ghost, always close. Next day he packed, met Breeze in the lot. Turns out Breeze flipped, now he's marked for the spot. One shot cracked, Tony fell to his knees. Cold concrete kiss, surrounded by trees, but he lived scarred. Voice low and slow, in a wheelchair now, but the mind still grows.
Ain't no peace in the shadows, just echoes and flame. Where young kings fall, trying to build a name. From stairwells to sirens, we pray to survive. Caught in the war, trying to stay alive.
Now he teaches youth in the same old park.
tuned in ink. Don't rush your crown, sit down, think. The block still hums with the same old game, but some seeds grow in spite of the rain. Tony ain't bitter, he's proof you can bend. Fall 7 times, still rise again. One story ends, another begins. Keep your head up, the streets don't forget. Keep your head up, the streets don't forget.
Yeah, we don't write bars, we etch war stories in stone. Let me talk to 'em. I pen scriptures where the real and the raw blend. Bars hit like uppercuts with no warning. Mind sharp like blades tucked in Tim's. Rap game grave digger, bury weak hymns. Too many rappers talk gold, but it's plated. I spit acid, your top 5 evaporated. Lines like dice, every roll's a gamble. But I'm loaded like a preacher with scandal. I twist words like a Rubik's, ruthless linguist. Each bar like a shank when the ink hits. I'm a scholar of pain, product of struggle. Make a cipher feel like a bare knuckle rumble. You tweet beef, I cook facts in silence. Your crew folds like lords under pressure and sirens. Still I rise like the east wind is calling, with a style so timeless. Clock stops stalling, like smoke in the wind. Hear the street law talk. We don't flex with jewels, we just walk that walk. From the steps to the stage, it's all the same game. Punchlines hit harder when you rhyme through pain. I'm the last echo of payphones and projects. Truth in a verse, no cap, just context. Got verses older than your streaming career. When my pen bleeds ink, your idols disappear. I'm colder than Rikers in December wind. You flashy on reels, but I've been real within. Every beat I dissect like I'm trained in surgery. Your bars drip filler, mine spill with urgency. I flow like chess, calm, precise with threats. You move like checkers, loud, full of regrets. I've seen pain make legends. Out of broke teens, turn roaches to prophets. Dreams to routines. I came from the basement, mold on the ceiling. Now I spit for the ones who can't explain their feeling. The booth is my church, the mic is my staff. Each verse is a prayer, each rhyme is a path. I flip flows like books with torn pages. Write hunger in stanzas, rhyme through ages. So when they talk kings, mention my type. Crown made of metaphors and a steel type mic. I'm not a rapper, I'm a movement in flesh. Breathing graffiti, raised by cassette decks. Walk with a lean like my kicks got soul. Speak in italics, my vibe too bold. Catch me where the vinyl spins wisdom daily. Spit grown man bars, none of that maybe. So if you steppin', better bring truth and heat. Cause I don't battle for clout, I just leave them beat. Like smoke in the wind, hear the street law talk. We don't flex with jewels, we just walk that walk. From the steps to the stage, it's all the same game. Punchlines hit harder when you rhyme through pain.
Yeah. We from where the sidewalks talk, where the mic ain't just a tool, it's a weapon. Wrote this on a page that ain't never seen light. In a room where the roaches know how to recite. Beneath broken ceilings we built sky maps with bars that still echo through them night traps. I speak life like prophets in the cypher zone, where the real don't tweet, they just ride alone. Whoa. Verse sharper than a switchblade sermon. Every cut's deep, got your conscience turning. Brick by brick I laid the speech. In a land where the lessons ain't taught, they preach. Old soul with a new day vengeance. I rhyme like time in poetic dimensions. All ink, ink bleeds. Truth, let it drip on the street. We write pain where the melodies meet. No gloss, just grit and flame. Carving legends with a pad and name. I seen tears on a project floor. Prayers bounce off the walls like folklore. Mama held the line with no safety net, while the world wrote checks that we ain't cashed yet. Now I rhyme for the silence, give voice to the wrong. We ain't ghosts, just shadows that singing song. Hear that? That's more than a beat, that's every lost dream. Every cold street, this ain't rap. It's therapy for the soul now. Breathe and let the next verse unfold. I came from the bottom where hope's on mute, where ambition gets strangled in a steel-toed boot. Still I rose like incense and condemn whores, writing scripture on walls while the empire falls. Rhyme sharper than betrayal in the brother's face. Every stanza's a weapon, wrapped in grace. They talk crown, but my throne's these lines, built from nights where the pain refines. I I drop gems like blood on ancient scrolls, flow divine like sermons told in code. I ain't here for the fame or the flashbang noise. I rap for the kid with a mic instead of toys. Bar after bar, reload the soul. Truth teller in kicks with a heart grown cold. So let the beat loop. I ain't done testing this verse a book, and the booth's my confession.
Don't blink, kid. Truth, let it drip on the street. We write pain where the melodies meet. No gloss, just grit and flame. Carving legends with a padded name. Blink, kid. Truth, let it drip on the street. We write pain where the melodies meet. No gloss, just grit and flame. Carving legends with a padded name.
Yeah. You can smell the struggle and the steam from the sewer grates. Every echo got a story, and every story got a lesson. Used to walk past boarded doors with a knapsack, loose leaf dreams folded deep in a snapback. Dice games echo while the boombox hum. Shorty on the stoop, writing rhymes in his gum. That was me. Eyes wide, soaking in pain, trying to script a way out through the bars in my brain. Pops was a ghost, moms worked doubles. I learned math from hustlers and life from the struggle. Cheap dust in the air, dreams in the dirt. We came from the pain, we rose from the hurt. Block got a heartbeat, beat never stops. We just write our names in the cracks of the block.
Dice clicking, tires screeching, liquor store bell, where hope gets sold and the truth don't sell. Tone had a plan, said I'm done with the flip. Try to stack clean, but the wolves still trip. Baby mama stressing, phone tap tight. One slip in your name in the news that night. It's a cycle, a spiral, a city of echoes, where scars got stories and the pain still echoes. You don't hear the screams, you just feel the bass. Some folks learn slow, some vanish without a trace.
Deep dust in the air, dreams in the dirt. We came from the pain, we rose from the hurt. Block got a heartbeat, beat never stops. We just write our names in the cracks of the block.
My man Kev wrote verses in jail, envelopes, every bar a lifeline, every rhyme gave hope. Said the warden ain't God and the bars ain't fate, that the mind breaks chains and the soul holds weight. I felt that, I seen the light dim in young eyes, watch angels fall fast in the name of the highs. Flow switch now, I move like ghosts on rooftops, watching for the boys and the fools with loose plots. Not paranoid, just prepared, that's gospel. Life in the jungle, survival through fossils, and I still spit truths over kicking a snare. Even when the crowd quiet, I know real ones there. We ain't all making, but we all still fighting. A pen and a pad in the street lights lighting.
Take dust in the air, dreams in the dirt. We came from the pain, we rose from the hurt. Block got a heartbeat, beat never stops. We just write our names in the cracks of the block.
Only real heads recognize the code. Boom bap never dies. It's just got colder. Let's go. Step in the booth like monks in a cipher temple. Every line's designed, not random, it's mental. Architect bars like they blueprint bricks. You post pics, I post up and split wig scripts. Knowledge in the pocket like a hidden gem. Voice cut sharp like a soul blade pen. No gimmicks in the message, just grit and finesse. This the essence, that 90s East Coast flex. Soul cracking the concrete, bars that erupt. East wind blowing through the soul of the cut. From stairwells to mics, we lit up the dust. Boom bap, breathing and raw rap, we trust. Yo, I'm 10 toes on these bass lines, balancing bold. Spit like I'm from where the payphone's told. Project Raise, every phrase built from the bricks. You just stream your art, I architect hits. Punch like Big Pun, wordplay like Jizza. Y'all rap like interns, I rhyme like a killer. Lessons in my lingo, math in my mode. Turn quotes into cobblestone, I carry the code. Soul cracking the concrete, bars that erupt. East wind blowing through the soul of the cut. From stairwells to mics, we lit up the dust. Boom bap, breathing and raw rap, we trust. Third eye scamming your squad. You rhyme for fame, I rhyme for God. See, I don't do fashion, I do form and fire. My pen burns pages like wires on fire. I slide through syllables slick like chess plays. Each verse like a blade in the back room blaze. I'm New York soul in the worldwide script. Turn vinyl into gospel and rhythm in the grit. Boom bap therapy, mic is the weaponry. This is knowledge you can't stream, kid.
respect the pedigree.
Let me breathe on the beat like it's sacred land. Talk that grown man truth, they don't understand. My flow walk slow, heavy steps in the dust, like ghost echoes in the subway rust. I don't dance for clicks, I spit for pride. You ride trends, I let legacy ride. Line for line, I grind with divine intent. You chase labels, I chase what the message meant. No cap, no trap, just facts and flame. And I still write rhymes that remember your name. Throwing crack in the concrete, bars that erupt. East wind blowing through the soul of the cut. From stairwells to mics, we lit up the dust. Boom bap, breathing in raw rap, we trust. Yeah, every building got a story. Every block reads history. Let me take you to Jalen Tip. Jalen was a thinker, kept his circle real tight. Moved books and vinyl crates while others moved white. Grew up near Lenox where the corners ain't calm, where a smile's rare and the sun forgets to shine. He met Tiffany on a walk home from work. She rocked shell toes, had a laugh that could flirt. They talk in the park, built slow like jazz. Two kids trying to grow through a world built to crash.
In the corners of my city, stories fade with the light, but we hold on to love in the depth of the night. So many dreams lost in shadows and sin, but the heartbeat keeps knocking again and again.
Jalen had a plan, open up a record store, get the youth off the streets, give them something more. But his cousin Darnell was deep in the game, flashy rides, loud chains, and no shame to his name. Tip warned that life don't blend with yours, it'll pull you under quick, leave blood on the floors. But pressures await that don't always show, and broke days make bright dreams feel slow. He took a loan from Darnell with a nervous smile just to start up. He said, I'll flip it in a while.
In the corners of my city, stories fade with the light, but we hold on to love in the depth of the night. So many dreams lost in shadows and sin, but the heartbeat keeps knocking again and again.
Months passed, door opened on 143rd. Old school records, graffiti on the walls like words. It buzzed fast, but that money was tied to Darnell Street stacks, blood money on the side. Tip found out, heart split like a seam. You traded soul for hustle, Jay killed our dream. He said, I did it for us, I was tired of the strain. She shook her head slow, walked into the rain. Darnell came next with a debt to collect. Said business is war, show me respect. Jalen stood tall, heart loud in his chest. You got your cut, now leave the rest. But the streets don't work off pride and tone. Next night, masked men hit the shop when he was alone. Record shattered, shelves flipped in a rush. He got jumped, left bloody mouth filled with dust. But he lived, though the store didn't last. Closed down quick like echoes of the past. Tip visited him, flowers in hand. No love is perfect, but some still stand. They sat in silence as the sirens wailed. Two survivors of a storm where so many failed.
In the corners of my city, stories fade with the light, but we hold on to love in the depth of the night. Some dreams don't break, they just bend in the wind, till the heartbeat finds rhythm and begins again.
From the ash and the sirens, we preach scriptures in cipher form.
This that sidewalk sermon.
Yeah, I spit facts over loops that bleed. In the land where the dreamer and the shooter both feed. These bars ain't written, they etched in bone. My style been stones since payphone and zones. Sharp wit like a box cutter under the tongue. Each line's of the relic from the wars I won.
Mine like a blade in a chessboard trap. Think twice before you step or you never come back.
Rhymes laced tighter than a fiend's regret. I break necks with the flow, no need to flex. Every punchline laying like a veteran's tale. I got ink in my blood and a pen for a scale. We breathe smoke in the cradle of fire. March to the beat of our own empire. Concrete psalms in the wind we trust. From the stoop to the stars, it's still all of us. We breathe smoke in the cradle of fire. March to the beat of our own empire. Concrete psalms in the wind we trust. From the stoop to the stars, it's still all of us. They ain't built me for the stage, I was born in the storm. Where the sirens sing lullabies and the hustlers perform. Cracks in the pavement talk more than the class. Raised by the echoes of the legends who passed. Got dreams with a limp and a cold steel spine. But I move through the smoke like the moment's mine. Wrote verses on receipts in the backroom booth. While the OGs prayed in the language of truth. Never bowed to the bling or the radio rules. We broke out of the matrix, now we pen new schools. Stained hands from the ink in the nights too deep. Still spit like the system got a bounty on me. I'm a sermon with rhythm, a lesson with bass. A ghost in the booth with a face full of grace. Yo, no chains, no gimmicks, just raw cognition. A threat with a mic, no intermission. East Coast furnace with a soul and gear. I been sound like vinyl when the needle's near. I don't rap, an architect painting the gold. Stack lines like scriptures that prophets told. Grit in my throat, got truth in the fold. This verse a mural, every stroke bold. Rhyme like I'm dodging time in a cell, but I'm free with the wordplay, heaven and hell. We breathe smoke in the cradle of fire. March to the beat of our own empire. Concrete psalms in the wind we trust. From the stoop to the stars, it's still all of us. Yo, turn that vinyl up. This is for the subway ciphers, project hallways, barbershop debates, real spit. I pen paragraphs sharper than a switchblade tongue. You flash ice, I flash insight. Outshine the sun, drop jewels like clumsy pharaohs on cobblestone. Each thought heavy like a tomb built from microphone. Rap scholar, break beats like bad habits. Y'all write captions, I craft rap tablets. Every bar's laced, got them twitching like static. I breathe boom bap, you breathe in plastic. Poison in the pen, therapeutic in the track. I write scripts for the souls trying to make it back. She cipher scripts, mental flips in the mix. Bars like brass knuckles, thoughts that hit quick. Street math, heat maps, map to the drum kicks. Raw rap tactics, no gimmick, just grit. They want a TikTok fame, I want Big L praise. I rap for algorithms, I rap for the maze. Where knowledge is the weapon and truth's the blade. And you learn more from the pain than the accolades. I spit like I got mouths on the trumpet. Rhymes like monk chords off key, but they bumpin'. Style from the alley, tone from the street. I rhyme circles round your cipher without missing a beat. Gritty like bricks in the cipher stairwell. My flow crack pavement, your bars just fail. Breathe cipher scripts, mental flips in the mix. Bars like brass knuckles, thoughts that hit quick. Street math, heat maps, map to the drum kicks. Raw rap tactics, no gimmick, just grit. I'm too loud for your Spotify loop. I breathe truth, you breathe auto-tune soup. From the boombox era with a razor in the tongue. Where ciphers turned to sermons and the preacher was young. Alphabet, acrobat, wordplay, anarchist. Ink bleeds justice. In the verses I architect, I flip quotes like stocks. Spit flows like locks. Crack safes with my thoughts. Write bombs for the block. Your catalog soft, mine etched in the grain. I put pain in the pad, let it bleed through the rain. From staircases where the echoes never sleep to a stage where the legends still speak. We use cipher scripts, mental flips in the mix. Bars like brass knuckles, thoughts that hit quick. Street math, heat maps, map to the drum kicks. Raw rap tactics, no gimmick, just grit. We use cipher scripts. This that East Coast click.
Yeah. Some tales ain't in the papers. They live in stairwells, corners, and cracked sidewalks.
Let me show you what I see. Let me show you.
Yeah. It started on a Tuesday, dusk in the projects. Lil Malik pushing packs with a complex. School bell rang, he was posting at the fence. Mama working doubles, couldn't cover no defense. Pops, ghost left a crack in the mirror. He stared into the void, but the pain got clearer. Dreamed of a beam of chrome spinning off the curb, but the block talked death and it echoed every word.
Still
Peep Tanya, 16, heavy with the baby. Her mom's was a ghost too, borderline crazy. Caught in a cycle, she never picked a ride. Now she praying for a break while the hunger grows inside. Slick talk from dudes selling dreams in disguise. Diamond lies wrapped up in serpentine. She wrote rhymes in the dark, barely could eat, but her pen spilled truth that could shake the street.
Life don't ask who's ready, it just moves. And some write books with ink, while others write them with bruises. Flip to Jerome, cold chrome in his waist. 1 foot in the booth, 1 foot in the case. His homie got hit, wrong night, wrong place. Now revenge in his heart, got him moving with haste. But he used to freestyle in the lunchroom raw. Dreamt the stage lights, not blood on the floor. Pressure cracking the core, morals start to erode. Now he's scribbling bars while he rides with the load. But he paused at the light, saw kids cross the street. Realized he was trapped in a loop on repeat. Turned the wheel home, threw the burner in the ditch. Maybe fate still allows one last switch.
Through the windows to the block, I see the stories never stop. We carry pain in our walk, but hope still talks when the beats knock. Ooh, we're running from the rain, but it pours all the same. Keep your soul warm through the storm, 'cause tomorrow's how we're born.
Tick. Time don't stop. Even when we do, stories echo off bricks, real life in every view. Corner store wisdom echoes from the benches. Kids clock the older heads, learning all dimensions. Mike had a dream, but the nights got colder. Pockets got slim, now the weight on his shoulder. He used to write bars on the back of receipts. Now he ducking from the jakes on the back of the street. His mom's prayed hard, but the prayers got thin. Every win he got came with 5 more sins. Ain't these streets don't love you, they teach you to move wise. Broken clock still ticking them street lights. Yeah, we talking cold, we hustle for time. Every line's a lesson, corner talks hard rhymes. Jay got clips, but he spit like a prophet. Sharp with the flow, but the block couldn't stop it. Got caught up in drama, I set up a friend. Trust turned to rust when the metal got bent. He sat on his bed, pen bleed on the pad. Flashbacks of a father he never quite had. Now he rhyme from a cell, concrete is the beat. Life's a cipher in hell, looping he don't repeat. Any streets don't love you, they teach you to move wise. Broken clock still ticking them street lights. Yeah, we talking cold, we hustle for time. Every line's a lesson, corner talks hard rhymes. Tyree was the watcher, never spoke much. Sat back, saw the plays, kept his soul tucked. His brother got laid out, wrong place, bad debt. So Tyree made a vow, one they won't forget. He ain't chased vengeance, he studied and built. Read Malcolm in the Trap, made his mind like silk. Learn crypto, flip dough, kept it all clean. Taught shorties on the block about credit and dreams. Wore Timbs like the rest, but his steps had a plan. Said power ain't in fists, it's in feeding your fam. Still got scars, yeah, the past still knocks. But he turned war stories into TED Talks. From dice games to stocks, from grams to goals. He broke cycles of silence, let the knowledge unfold. Any streets don't love you, they teach you to move wise. Broken clock still ticking them street lights. Yeah, we talking cold, we hustle for time. Every line's a lesson, corner talks hard rhymes.
You never know where the story starts or who makes it out. Let me tell you about Deshaun and Maya.
Deshaun had dreams bigger than Jerome Ave blocks. Young lion in the cold, heart harder than cops. Used to scribble bars in his book by the stairwell. Mom on the pipe, pops gone, just prayers in the shelf. He met Maya by the bus stop, smile like summer. Said she danced at the center, helped kids with their numbers. He loved the calm, she loved his fire. 2 broken pieces, sparking something higher. But in the Bronx, peace don't sit long. By week's end,
His homie Kev got hit wrong. Retaliation whispered through the wires and curbs, and now Deshaun's hands twitch, mind full of verbs.
Can't run from the cold, it follows behind. In the city of dreams, it's survival of mine. Every heartbeat's a war, every kiss got a cost. Winter in the Bronx where love gets lost. Can't run from the cold, it follows behind. In the city of dreams, it's survival of mine. Every heartbeat's a war, every kiss got a cost. Winter in the Bronx where love gets lost.
Maya saw the shift, no more jokes in his eyes, just shadows from the street where the silence lies. She begged him, don't go back, this ain't you no more. But pride's a beast, and revenge kicked the door. He loaded that 38, he swore he never touched. Rolled solo in the night, palms sweating too much. Found the one who ran with Kev's rival crew. Pulled up slow in the dark like he knew what to do. But in that moment, memories hit like a song. Her voice, her laugh, what if he was wrong?
Can't run from the cold, it follows behind. In the city of dreams, it's survival of mine. Every heartbeat's a war, every kiss got a cost. Winter in the Bronx where love gets lost. Can't run from the cold, it follows behind. In the city of dreams, it's survival of mine. Every heartbeat's a war, every kiss got a cost. Winter in the Bronx where love gets lost.
He dropped the gun before fate wrote a verse. Walked home heavy, like a soul in a hearse. But the street don't sleep, by morning they came. 3 shots by the deli, blood painted his name. Maya wept through the sirens, voice to the sky. Still wearing his hoodie, still asking why. She speaks to kids now, tells them about choices. Over beats and books, over painted voices. Bronx breeze still bites in the coldest of days, but love still lingers in the